This looks better than I remember it for some reason. Like, not the layout. Well, that's still terrible. Just like the graphics look nicer for some reason.
Oh. Well, yeah, fine, whatever.
Do we need to... Is there a way to make this more efficient on the... So you've got 2 rows of furnaces. So do we just have 2 lines? Oh, you moved them over a little bit to make room. I'm so confused.
You want to lead us in?
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Joe and Al Play Factorio.
I'm Joe.
I'm Al. We're brought to you this week by J Show, who is, as you may have guessed, our featured patron for the week. Thank
What
you,
are you
J
confused about?
Well,
electric furnaces need more space than the other, have a bigger footprint than the other furnaces, which is annoying.
no, they jog up right here. So there's a
no idea.
line, and then you have your roboport, and they hop up. So we could have the line of iron coming in this direction, and from the left, and then the line of iron coming in from the right, and they would each have their own row of electric furnaces.
We could
but
have.
Instead, we have like a mid thing here.
Because the reason we started this whole craziness is because
spaghetti meatball. Joe.
the left line was running dry, or so it felt. So we brought in the right line to fill it out, and we ported it in here because the left line filled up these furnaces just fine, and then it started to peter out around these furnaces. We're just injecting iron ore into this line, and then if you look at our bus, we really need to ramp up our iron production and our copper production. So
should I?
Then I just started cramming
make some
furnaces.
speed modules and stick them in there.
Sure.
I have some speed modules.
Oh, I
I'm
have to
gonna
pick a
stick
research
these
too.
in where I have them.
These are good ones. You can increase how fast the robots go, which is always nice.
I already clicked on that one.
So yeah, we just got to ramp up iron. That's sort of what I was doing.
So I have a stupid noob question that I've already asked, but I was playing my own game and I couldn't find the key anywhere that shows you what's inside the factories and stuff.
Alt.
Okay. I was like pecking around my keyboard. I was in the controls thing. I'm sure it says somewhere.
Probably, maybe.
In the control.
But it's not like show what's inside. It's like visualize manufactured product mode or something like that.
So you're just trying to figure out what are they saying.
Yes.
I'm gonna cancel this and grab cancel.
That was fast.
I'm gonna grab some green chips to make. Green chips are not wild right now.
I'm flying through this. Nice. Okay. Yeah, because copper's low, and we don't have a ton of green. Well, actually, we have 4 green chip factories, but they're not getting enough copper. So again, we need to boost our smelting. We're doing good on ore, but smelting could definitely use an increase. And I was going to get steel for that purpose.
All right.
And then I started doing something else.
I'm grabbing some. I'm gonna make these in my inventory. Okay, we still have to make the wire in by hand, but everything else is good. Wait, no.
What?
Okay, those I have enough for. All right, 27 I can make. I am gonna boost up the production.
27
I can make. Read them, have you? Page turners, they were not.
Still haven't read that, seen that.
You know, I just now thought about the fact that Yoda uses the word page turner.
Yeah, no, it's terrible.
Which is
the entire
maybe
freaking
like
thing is an abomination.
The inclusion of hot chocolate in one of the Star Wars novels that everybody rebelled against.
Yeah. Well, this is helpful.
Everybody knows what it means, though. I don't know that. I don't think that makes it an abomination. It's just one of those things where you think, like, is that really Star Warsy?
It's also like
to call something a page turner. I'm gonna do mining productivity too, Joe.
All right, good. All right, what am I doing?
I mean, Han Solo references the Christian idea of hell in the best one, so potentially, you know, it doesn't all have to be a separate.
Maybe. I mean, there's
I'm sure there's like an extended universe explanation, like there's a planet called hell.
Well,
that
no,
somehow...
but like the ancient Greeks had like hell. Like declaring someone you'll see them in the land of the dead is not exactly a Christian-only thing, I believe.
What kind of wall is this? Oh, it's a gate, right next to nothing.
Yeah, I love these
walls.
These
are
guys.
hard. You know what else is hard? You know what else is way harder than you would expect it would be? Landfills.
Oh, yeah. Wait, why?
They use so much rock.
Yes.
Like, so much.
Turns out terraforming the planet
It turns out just
needs,
going around the water is a much better solution.
A lot of times, yes.
I found that out for myself. Let's see.
I have so much coal on me. Why do I have this much coal on me? And we have electric furnaces now, so we don't
why
really
there
need...
was a furnace that didn't have... Are you building these out more, or is there a good reason they don't have inserters?
I literally just put them down, and I don't have inserters on me. Oh, but I can do this. Wait, where are you? I know you've seen this, but I always love this. Stand still.
Alright. I'm standing still.
Just paint me with robots. Robots. Okay, so I have
and
now
then they're going to bring you inserters?
Furnaces.
I should put inserters on... Do you have inserters on the network?
I don't. I don't know what's on the network. You can mouse over any network box and see what's on the network. I don't even see a network box around here, though.
Oh, okay. I thought this was one. So that's how dumb I am about these robot things.
What were you pointing at?
The RoboPort, I guess.
No, the ports aren't. You can see what's
Ghost
in the RoboPort.
Inferno. Ghost with a small G, a capital H, a small O, a capital S, and a capital T. So for no discernible reason.
There is a reason for that. I guess we haven't covered that.
I said discernible, Joe.
Yes.
But you've discerned it, I guess.
I've not discerned it. Someone told me it. It's the original Patreon backers. The train stations and anything with a name is named after...
I knew it was, like, generated somehow from, like, names of things online. I knew it.
Wow. You figured that out all on your own, Albert?
Joe!
I knew it was generated somehow from names of things online.
Yeah, I did.
I don't think that's as whiz-bang amazing as you think it sounded is. What?
Yep.
Factorio! Oh, man.
I don't have any big grand plans right now. You're upgrading these. I'm trying to put as many speed modules in as possible. I will put down some electric poles for these ones that aren't running.
So there's a question if you want... I never know if to build construction robots or logistic robots. Oh, you got the power poles down. Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna go chop some more trees because I'm actually out of wood.
We have other power poles.
Yeah, but they take, like, iron to make.
They might take steel?
That's the one, yeah.
It's not what?
It's just, it's not always worth it. Like, it's good for the long-range stuff, and, it's not the worst thing in the world just to use these sometimes. I mean, our factory is not, like, whizzing along perfectly anyway.
What are you talking about? This is the finest build I've ever seen. Alright, so you're doing speed modules. Oh, we have this row up here. Oh, I can add a lot of... Okay.
So this will use more power and more resources per...
Oh, use more resources too? I didn't realize that.
Add speed, reduce energy consumption, add a... Wait. Oh, no.
What?
That's not the... I'm sorry, you're right. It's just energy consumption.
Oh.
I'm going to go check...
Make me sound like a...
No, I assumed it kind of cut back on both, and that was stupid, and I'm sorry.
Easy. I don't like it when you're... like self-flagellation, especially with something I've...
I wasn't trying to flagellate myself. I was just saying, like,
Albert,
you were right and I was wrong.
This is a PG program, please! Yeah, get this in here.
I don't know how much parental guidance I'm supposed to give when they say PG. I'm generally sort of, like, unconfident about my abilities as a parent. I'm like, how much am I supposed to be teaching them? I hear, like, stories of people whose parents, like, instilled their values.
Right. They do what? They go up a mountain?
No, instilled, like, values and stuff. Like, oh, man, my dad really taught me the value of hard work or something. And I'm like...
Yeah, no, they didn't.
I don't feel like I'm teaching my kids nothing. I just sort of try to say, like, good job when you've done a good job. Like, that's my... If you want parenting tips from Albert, like, the one thing that I have to tell you is positive reinforcement, man.
Yeah.
Like, they're negative reinforcement, too, but also, like, if you see them doing something that you like them doing, just, like, encourage the heck out of that. Just be like, yes, that's amazing, I love you. You're my favorite child. I did that yesterday. They were all, like,
wow. Okay. Well, now we're veering a bit into maybe not the best practices.
Maybe not the favorite child thing, but I definitely did give like a treat to the one kid that was doing what I was hoping that for them to do last night, and all the other ones didn't. Man, there are 141 uranium-238s in this chest, and not one single glowy one.
Yep.
How's our sulfur set up? I don't know what the
sulfur, eh?
What are we doing sulfur B?
Sulfur. What do we do with sulfur?
You need sulfur for uranium. We hand delivered some down here.
Gotcha.
It's going into this chemical plant to make sulfuric acid, which is going to the mining drills.
Yes, because you need that to mine.
Guess I'm gonna make a few more of those.
Have we done? Yeah, we've done trains.
Can you put efficiency in these as well? Oh yeah, you can.
Don't know.
I'm gonna put.
Well, this guy doesn't have an output. You poor
there
guy.
Are 3 slots for speed modules in here.
Yeah, it gets
That's a lot.
It gets nutty. That's what it gets, nutty.
Like a professor?
I don't know why I said that. I don't know what's happening with my brain.
It's okay. Your brain's fine. Calm down.
Gets nutty?
You're my favorite child.
Aww. Can we discuss? I guess not. Keep it quiet. On the hush hush. Our amazing
I don't know
recording
what we're
yesterday.
not discussing, so
that's how hush hush it is. All right, so this guy actually doesn't have an arm coming out of him, which is clearly a mistake. These guys all need power.
I'm gonna put these guys down, but I don't have the tracks I need for them. Tracks, not tracks. What's the word I want?
Conveyor belts?
I'll shut up. Yes, sir. That's the one.
3 bags full. We are just devouring iron. My God.
I mean, I think that'll happen.
Yeah, but I have
expert.
2 or 3 games going, and none of them are. I don't know. I feel like this is a.
It's because of those speed modules reducing the.
Yes.
Reducing more iron.
Must be it.
It's because we're doing so well, Joe.
That must, yes. Is there a way? I know you can't see what I'm looking at, but I don't. Oh, is this meant to be upgraded? Oh, I see. I may put this on the upgrade thing. Okay. That's right. That's what that circle means. So in the lower right, or to the right of the toolbar, there's that blinking thing.
Yes,
you mouse over it, it tells you what the robots are looking for.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, I have various update blueprints going on, and I sometimes forget what I'm telling them to do, and not everything is on the network, so you can glance at that and be like, oh, okay, if I hand make some like your blue factories and shove them into a box, the robots will grab them and put them where they're needed, which is nice.
I remember last week I didn't even know what the circles were, so...
Woo!
We're all learning stuff.
Everybody.
That mining productivity might help some. Should I go start thinking about, like, other iron?
You did. Future Albert.
Okay.
I literally was just looking at our iron reserves, and I'm like, oh, wait, wow, we have a ton of... And it's because you piped into a new one over here and started running it in...
That's only got 1 million left, though. There's an iron ore down south that has 4.5 mil.
I mean, the original ore, we're still at 159K. The ore just to the east of our...
639K.
That's not the original. The original's by me. Whoops. You can see me.
Oh,
there's a car
for me,
parked
it's like
on it.
1.0 million.
What? No, to the right of me.
Oh, that one.
That's the original.
Okay.
I'm gonna increase our throughput, to use fun words, and add more belts, pumping that iron over to the area we need.
That's a good call. I like that.
That's the thing I'm doing.
We have a bottleneck of ore.
Basically. And actually possibly do exactly what you said. Yeah, how do I make this actually a competent thing? Well, I don't know. They're all flush. They're all flush.
I'm going to give myself a little pat on the back.
Okay.
I know nobody can see this, but in my own game, I I figured out how to use blueprints. So like I just put some down. I found some good. You can't find just a red potion factory. They put them together with like red and green, which makes sense. But
that's interesting.
Yeah. So I'd originally built sort of a janky red potion factory, and it's like, well, I need to build green, and I found a really complicated, way ahead of what I would have ever done, blueprint for a blue and green potion factory, and put it all together, and it all ran eventually.
Yep. And that's
eventually being a very important word in that sentence, because there was a lot of like, wait, did this hood go in the right? No, it didn't go the right direction. I actually had to put a second copy of the blueprint down so I could double check my work once I'd built everything.
I don't know what I just did.
Also, I learned not only are the red hoods faster, they also go further.
They extend further, yeah.
Which was something that I apparently needed in that design. I thought, oh, I'll just do it with yellow hoods, but I couldn't because there was more range required.
Interesting. Yeah, you were real mad at me for not, quote-unquote, explaining blueprints to you one day. I'm just like, I don't know what to do. There's a blueprint.
Well, they seem like magic when you first see them. It's like, oh, here's a picture of all this stuff that's just, you've just copied down from the internet. And
yeah, but there's no.
I kind of understand now some of your silence in some of those episodes, because I was doing a lot of that. Like, okay, this hood connects to this hood, and then this other hood is in between those hoods, and I can't imagine talking through that. So
it's a point. Yeah. It's one of those things where like I could move my mouth to explain this, and it would probably take about 10 times longer and be worse for you learning it than if you just went in and did stuff and failed and then tried again and then failed and then tried again. Like there's no benefit to like explaining like, well, if you want to interlace these hoods, which have you interlaced hoods yet? That's fascinating.
Where the hood is on top of another hood?
No. Where are you?
No? Okay.
Where are you?
I'm way down here by the uranium, trying to get more of that going.
Interesting.
I need... Oh, I don't have pipes. I keep running down here like an idiot. I can make 6 pipes.
Alright, we're doing
that might help.
Man, I guess I'm going to add more smelters. Burners? Furnaces?
Well, that got one going. Oh, so stupid.
Ideally, we extend the RoboPort everywhere also, and therefore...
Everywhere?
Well, everywhere we might go, so that you can just call in pipes. So I think they're on the network. I think we have a thing making them somewhere.
I wonder if I have extraneous pipes down here. I don't think I do, actually.
Coverage
I have a couple I could
you're way down there. Wow, that's like your pet project. I know nothing about what's happening down there. Just kind of how this is supposed to go. Turd coverage. Turd coverage is not great. I really don't look at this.
Cannibalizing these pipes.
Layer names.
I am making... I'm trying to make this setup more efficient so I can steal these pipes from down here.
That's not usually how you do that.
I'll probably need underground pipes here.
Right, I understand now why there's no hoods. I'm fixing this.
Tell me there's a...
This wasn't
I'd be able
wheels.
to see if there was a special rock in here, right?
I don't know what that means.
0.7%. It's not even 1% chance to get the special...
Yes.
It's lower than 0. Lower than 1, I mean. Not less than 0. That's not possible to have a less than 0% chance, Joe.
I don't know who said that.
It's kind of like counting things.
I don't know who said that, but it's going to set Albert off. You can't say that word, those words. It gets very, 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 very defensive.
You can't have a negative number of objects.
It's a thing. Whoever said it.
We just talked about this last week, Joe.
I don't know who said it. I think you said it yourself and then started yelling at yourself, which is interesting.
I'm just pointing out this is a continuing conversation from last week.
Yes. It's actually spun over to other things as well. Is copper on the network? Where's one of them boxes?
I do worry about like people being confused when some of this stuff comes up that we've talked about for years now.
What do you think our oldest... Why is that like that?
Man of a Thousand Voices?
That's pretty old. Yep.
I think that one is from... what was the name of that game that we played?
Universalis.
Universalis, yes. Great game.
Bizarre game. Things just went off the rails. An attempt to add structure by the game didn't really function well, so it was just like, well...
It was a bad game.
Sorry, what's going on?
Sort of. And then, why don't I... Did you install that stupid module that makes me not move when I'm on the conveyor belts, Joe?
Yes, Albert, I reached into your armor and installed a module.
You can do that!
I can do that?
Don't act like that's not a thing.
I can't do that, can I?
You stole my inventory last week.
What?
You might not be able... You don't remember this?
I do not remember this.
You clicked on me and you were like, you can't click on me and see what I have. I can click on you and see what you have. And then you just took all my stuff.
No, I don't think I did that, but it's possible you have that mod installed. I truly don't know.
I thought earlier today I was having stuff moving me, and now I'm not, and I didn't install any mods.
Right-click on your armor and see what mods you have. That's a thing you can do.
Yeah, built immunity equipment. That's fine. I think I was just going crazy thinking I had it happen yesterday. Or earlier today, I mean. I did have it happen yesterday, because I don't have that in my personal
The game is gaslighting you?
That too.
Green chips are now on the network.
Come on. Oh, you know where I should be putting speed in is the research. Although it looks like we are... What are we running low on? We are low on blue potions?
Oh, wow,
yeah, we
really?
don't have any blue potions. I say
yeah.
no, that's not accurate. We have some blue potions coming in, but it's
yeah, I think that's
it's not robust.
Chips are low. Let me check that out. Blue potions I did a lot of. Yep. And we are low on...
They're way over here.
We are low on red chips. Which isn't really low, just red chips are just notoriously difficult. I mean, not notoriously, that's a little extreme possibly, but... I see what's happening. I need another one of these guys. I don't know why I thought one would be enough. Silly me! Here I go, screwing things up again.
I'm gonna make some more speed potions and put them in our what seems to be a roadblock here in our blue potion factories, or maybe in the red chip factories. Maybe it's not the blue chip potion things.
Well, okay, so we did not have enough copper wire coming in, which is something I...
Yeah, there's still not copper coming in. Oh wait,
no, I'm just doing things.
Okay, I was gonna say there's nothing connected to this.
No, I'm right here. I'm working on this. Although I just did the thing where you delete a power pole and nothing changes, and I'm looking around the entire map trying to figure out if anything broke. Either you take out a power pole and nothing changes, or you take out a power pole and it looks like nothing changes, but like an entire wing of the factory has gone offline. What the hell? Why have you done this? Am I gonna do this?
Father, why have you forsaken us?
The factory is talking to us like a...
I don't... Why not?
I don't know, it just sounded weird. And sad. I don't know how I'm gonna do this. What am I doing? Oh, how is this such a mess?
There are actually more opportunity to put in pump jacks down south.
Down south. Ah, that's what
down south.
Oh, that's still not gonna do it. Oh my god. Okay. Nope. One more. My goodness.
So did you get the input iron upgraded, or is that still a work in progress? Is that something I could be working on?
The input iron upgraded.
Bringing more lines of iron in.
I did, but it didn't do like a ton. It wasn't my greatest work, and I don't. It doesn't. Okay, so because the iron ore is actually pretty flush, it doesn't really look like we even need it. That may be even a false. Let's say false.
Okay, yeah, that's a good point.
False
iron
herring,
doesn't
but that's
look
not a
too
word.
bad. I don't know what you said there. Sorry.
I said that might have been a false herring. Which
yeah.
Just isn't
what color would that false herring be, Joe? Hypothetically speaking.
Oh.
Of all the colors it could be.
That's so janky. Oh, I hate it so much.
Speed!
At any rate, so yeah, we needed more copper wire factories, because this entire batch of red chip factories was not doing anything. It should start.
So it may not need these speed modules, actually.
Well, that changes things, and I don't know. Maybe I need even more copper wire. Again, is copper wire going to get down to this end of the
Oh,
ships?
So you're saying I should speed up the copper wire production before I try to speed up the...
Oh, yeah.
You gotta go downstream.
They're just like running around waving that wand. Yes, that makes sense. We have green ones in here.
I should make a factory to do these speed modules. That
then
makes sense.
Put them into a chest that
I forget where it is.
on the network. No, put it on the network. You don't have to remember where the chest is.
Oh, that's a good point.
Make a fancy chest. Just shove them in there.
Okay, let's see what the need for
speed. I'm gonna take these out and put them in this guy.
Bum 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 bum. Different Tom Cruise movie.
What?
All right, so it needs green and
together
red
Tom Cruise
circuits.
movies haphazardly. It's a little confusing.
I just saw Mission Impossible Fallout recently.
Those are so fun. And I'm like Mr. Curmudgeon when it comes to movies, and even I'm like, these are fun.
I don't need 50 of those.
Still not.
They're very... It's interesting. They're very, like... is the word on the nose?
That's a word. Those are
it is a word.
Words,
you're right.
Actually.
I'm trying to think of how to describe... Like, they're dumb.
Yes.
Maybe that's what I'm trying to say.
But they're not stupid.
They have those sequences where they set up, so you're telling me we have to take the key out of the bomb within 3 seconds of having cut this wire, and it's like, I'm not telling you anything. You guys make your own rules. It's not my fault that this is a stupid premise. Don't point it out in the movie.
They're not talking to you, Albert. That's not how that works.
They are, though. That's the reason that they have that in the movie. And so the person watching the movie knows, like, okay, so they're going to have to take the key out within 3 seconds of cutting the wire. But the timer has to be going in the, like... They're not being subtle. There's no subtlety. I think that's what I'm trying to say. There's zero sense of, like maybe we're. I want to hit R. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm hitting E instead.
What you're doing? Mustard is off the hot dog.
Bring me more hoods. Robots, I command thee.
So weird. What am I doing? This is the ugliest setup.
They brought me one hood, which is of use to 0 people. It's like, it's worse than a negative number. It's like having half of a thing, which is also not a real thing. Like, you can cut an apple in half, but then you just have 2 1 pieces of apple.
Yeah, that's totally a thought process that I go through. Oh God, this is hideous. I should never come back here again. Oh, and I almost had it facing the wrong way.
Boop.
Alright, well, at least we have enough freaking copper wire for these chip factories. Yeah, take that.
The red ships seem to be going pretty good-ish. I'll add some more speed to them.
I mean, it's better. We're getting more blue potions out, but it's... We still need to... If you want to increase red chip production, you can do that.
You mean like add another factory? More factories to do red chip production?
Then like a whole nother... So, okay, so remember the cheat sheet I was talking about?
So this is modular. We can just add in more... No, but you'd have to have more green chips also coming in.
Oh, we're low on those too.
But we can just have more factories going out this way.
Well, eventually that taps into, that taps into the supply of wire, which is being made here, where I am.
Okay.
These 3 wires will only supply, X number of red chip factories. It's supposed to be 6 for 1, I believe, according to the cheat sheet. But the modules are,
it was all for 1.
Changing that a bit. So yeah, you can't just go infinitely out.
We just now determined that the usage of materials is not affected by the modules. Unless you're using efficiency modules.
If the red chip factory is going faster than the copper wire,
well, the copper wire we added modules to also.
Yeah, but still, it didn't seem to be perfectly even. Maybe it isn't perfectly even at all.
I don't think it's ever going to be perfectly even, Joe.
No,
I hate to burst your
that's
bubble
what the
there.
cheat sheet says. I think. We don't even have the cheat sheet up. That's how on the fly I am. At any rate, you can't just expand red chip
You're on the
factories
fly.
out. You know, you ask me a question and then I try and answer, and you just interrupt with pun after pun after pun, or like weird wordplay.
No, you said you were on the fly, man. That's just a weird thing to say. Is all I'm saying. Go ahead.
I'm on the fly because I don't have the thing open that I usually look at. What in God's name is happening here? I don't have the cheat sheet open. I'm operating on the fly. What is this?
Off the cuff? Wouldn't it be off the cuff?
Never a cuff. You can't just extend the red chip factories out because the wire will not be sufficient.
I forget. Oh, I was gonna make more. I was gonna make a factory to make speed modules.
That was the thing
That's
you were
what I was
discussing.
going to do. They require green.
What is happening?
And red chips.
This is also hideous.
Now, can I split? I know this is technically already a split off of the bus, Joe, but this seems pretty flush with green chips. Can I split off this green chip?
It's gonna run dry. It's gonna kick you in the butt later. Bite you in the butt later?
As long as we're flying dry.
That's always the that's always the thinking. Oh well, this is flush. I can do this, but then later on you're like, wait, this isn't doing anything. Why isn't it? And it's because you've pulled from a pole. This is interesting.
Okay.
This is only flush because we have. Oh, this is robot frames. Grab some robot frames.
You're gonna make some robots.
Make some robots. All right, I'm gonna expand our copper production. More burners for the copper. I keep saying this. I've said this like 8 times. Maybe I'll actually get to it this time. Whoa, those need red chips? Damn. I'm gonna eat our red chips. Yum, 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 yum.
Yay, I like this logistics thing. It's really making my life a lot easier.
Yeah, it is. After yellow... Well, at some point, you can even have chests that request things. So think about that.
Nice.
You basically don't need the conveyor belts anymore if you have enough robots. They have changed.
I don't think we have enough
along.
robots.
No, we don't have this science for the requesting chests yet. Either. Or
Mining productivity is almost done though.
Yep.
So that's nice.
Yep, we're moving on along.
Alright. I am gonna... This is probably janky, but this is
oh,
how I'm gonna
because
do it
those
anyway.
are... I see. What was I going to put in here? This is one arm. Is that really going to help that much? 4 hoods.
Oh wait, nope. I need to go this way. 1. I wish that merging things into 2 different sides of the same conveyor belt was like a better process.
I find it okay. Maybe it's because I've done it so many times.
Yeah? Nope. That's why I don't like it. Stupid.
Not sure what happened there.
You have to like have a belt started back behind where you want to merge in.
Yes, you do. That's exactly what you have to do.
Why not just have like a reverse splitter?
Because that what? Are you insane?
There's a thing that. No, you just have like your 2 things going into one that spits out one. Yeah, a reverse splitter. Rather than this nonsense. I'm sure I didn't do that perfectly well, but.
What do we want? Cha cha cha.
I should have a factory making blue factories.
I debate that at times. I definitely
just for the robots to bring me.
Yeah.
Since we have that option
once
now?
the network kicks in, you start really thinking like, well, maybe we should have X. I have all of this here. Have this.
Have some.
Yes, have some. All right. What am I doing?
Now, how do I make a robot chest? Is that a? Does it matter?
Next to the robots, there's red and yellow chests. And
okay.
For our purposes,
which one do we want?
For our purposes, there's pretty much no difference. Oh, that's the problem.
Okay.
Oh, that's the problem. We're out of power. Not out, but we're... the power's doing its thing.
How low can you go?
The coal is running dry.
Always the search for more resources.
The search for more resources.
Oh, I gotta tell it what to make, Joe.
That
it doesn't
also
know.
Helps.
It can't read my mind. Alright, and then I'm gonna have a request put in for...
Our walls and the
speed
poles are out of
modules.
the network. Interesting. This is... Did I do this? This is just hideous here.
Oh, there's Speed Module 2 and Speed Module 3?
Of course there are, Albert.
When did we get that?
Well, I have no idea when we got
Hold
that.
on. Why am I not making Speed Module 2? Wait, this factory can't make Speed Module 2.
Oh, that's interesting. We need the better factories for that?
I guess so.
Huh. I didn't know when that happened. There's definitely some things where you just can't. Can I...
Okay, I do still want you making that, though. Chomp, chomp,
Me?
chomp. No, the factory.
The factory. You're talking to the factory. I got it now. Check.
Yeah, it talks to me and I talk to it. There's nothing wrong with that.
Of course not. 1 over? 2 over? Like 2 over. How many over is this? 1,
5.
2, 3, 4, 5. You're right. 1,
I know.
2, 3, 4, 5. You didn't know.
Should I be hand making some robot frames?
We have
Like some
robot
robots?
frames. Robots, yes.
Okay.
Every roboport, or roboports too. You should always, if you have nothing... Let's make put these guys here. They're not near a roboport. They just die. But we are near a roboport. How about that? I made a pump, not a... No, I made a boiler. There it is.
Oh,
Check.
where are the robots at?
Where
Okay.
the robots at?
Do we want... We want more logistics, I think. That's what I want more of, anyway.
Okay. Make it so.
Well, I'm not doing much construction with them yet. And we don't have enough stuff on the network for the construction robots to use.
Correct. No, you're right. There's definitely a... It's a thing.
So I'm feeling more of the, hey, bring me stuff at the moment. And
The construction does repair, which is nice, but yeah. No, you probably are craving the... Oh.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying no construction. We definitely...
Oh,
Okay.
that's why also these old guys just can't hack it in this new environment.
I'm gonna put I'm gonna put a speed module in the speed module factory, Joe.
Wow.
Meta speed.
Do I want to like slow this down so these old decrepit robots can grab things? I think I do.
They're old?
They're like
What
the
is that?
old burner robots. Arms, rather.
Should we put on like efficiency for the labs?
Can we? I don't know if the labs can do... There's a rule about what can actually have.
There's definitely module slots in the labs.
Okay. Maybe put some stuff in them, yes. Oh, why is this always a train wreck? How does this not happen in other... I think it's because I replaced these arms with baby fast arms? Baby fast arms. Baby fast arms.
I'm gonna come up here and see what you're doing.
I'm messing with the what are they called? The
Oh,
boilers.
I know what it is that you're doing. I'm just sort of wanting to get like on the same page and try to figure out if there's something I can do to help with the cola situation. It's obviously low.
It's low because
gonna look
the
on the-
power starts to run out, and then the mines slow down, so the coal slows down, so the mines slow down, and then you get this annoyance. The arms don't move as fast, and they have a hard time grabbing off of the fast belts, which is just bonkers.
So we don't. There's no need for more coal, is what you're saying?
No, because if the power's going, I think it's good.
Do we need more plants? Should I build?
That's all, that's what I was
power
doing.
solar panels.
And then
Solar panels.
solar panels. Solar panels is interesting. Not sure what we would do with that. I mean, I know what we would do with it, but we are not at capacity. How many can this fuel
Well,
again?
if we get the solar panels going, then during the day we could have more potential for backlog to fill up here at night, right? That's
Yeah.
sort of where my head is with that anyway.
No, I mean, there's nothing wrong with solar panels. I just want this. I'm trying to figure this out in the moment. What you can do, there's definitely a blueprint for a giant field of solar panels with acclimators and substations. Do we have all those? That you can plop down and watch the guys do their thing. 1, 2, 3, 4,
Would
5,
we,
6,
okay, we have
8.
acclimators, nuclear reactor. We could make, in theory.
In theory. And I think we have the power, the substations. Do we have the substations yet?
What about these steam turbines? Can we run them yet, or is that only with nuclear power?
That's with nuclear power. They need steam that's too hot for the boilers to make.
What's a heat exchanger? Is this all nuclear stuff?
Yeah, that's nuclear stuff. Nuclear stuff. Feed me, robots, for I am now in the orange zone.
This is probably not going to make that much of a difference, the number of solar panels I'm making.
Well,
I think you need an obscene number of solar panels to really do like a difference.
A factory for them, maybe.
Kind of like
and
IRL.
The acclimators is not unheard of.
Now, what is the acclimator? Is it like a battery?
I'm probably saying the wrong word. I'm almost positive I'm saying the wrong word. Yes, it's a battery.
Accumulator.
Accumulator.
That far off.
It. Yeah, battery. Big battery.
So when there is excess, it stores it up. Whatever happened to those batteries that Elon Musk was selling that you could like hang on your wall?
I don't know anything at all about that.
It's
actually,
like a big Tesla product that they were like, here's a battery that looks nice, you just hang it on your wall, and then I guess you can charge up with your solar panels the battery.
Solar panels. I guess you can charge up with the solar panels the battery.
I looked at buying one, and they were A, more expensive than I can afford, and B, on back order. So that's,
Well, I guess they're doing all right for themselves then.
It pays to be Elon Musk. Well, maybe. If you can't make enough things for people to buy, you might not be doing that well for yourself.
Because you don't have electricity either. Everything slows down, and then that slowdown causes the... Yes, I keep saying this over and over again.
I am aware.
Yeah.
I know it. I think most of our listeners are understanding the problem. I am running down to check to see if we have a nuclear rock, and then I think we're going to have to end the episode, Joe.
A nuclear rock.
Somebody in the subreddit mentioned they launched the rocket, but they forgot to put a satellite on it. Is that a thing?
That's new to me. That is not something I don't remember anyway. There was an achievement called So Long and Thanks for All the Fish, where you launch the rocket with the fish on it, which was fun.
Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. And the soundtrack to that movie was brilliant, the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy movie.
Yes, I gathered that's what
there is 1 uranium-235 in the chest, Joe. Surely this will solve all of our power problems, correct?
No.
Why?
Because that makes 10 fuel, and that will help. But we can bring nuclear online. I can never say that word.
Nuclear?
It would sound like an idiot. Yes.
Solar panels?
Solar panels? What the hell's a solar panel? I don't know.
Would it be better to use some of these solid fuel blocks that we've been creating to power our energy production?
They are. They are mixed in with the coal.
Oh, okay.
But
I didn't see
when
that
the power
when I was
slows
up there.
down,
they don't make them as fast. And
they
then
don't make them as
the power
fast.
slows down more. And
yes.
Elon Musk, help! Where's your flamethrower at? Apparently, that's another thing that he made that.
Yeah,
I guess people forgot about.
I can't tell when he's joking or it's confusing.
I think you could actually buy one.
That's insane. Like, that's flat out insane.
Well, I don't think it was like terribly dangerous. It was probably just like
it's a
really advanced.
That's
That's basically what a lighter is.
It's a very big lighter. Oh, why suck? Make power. I guess next week we can start on nuclear. But yeah, you said we're gonna have to.
Yeah, we are nearly 50 minutes. Get away from me, robots! Go away!
Oh,
We're trying to bring the speed modules.
They're your
Well,
friends.
that's it for us for this week's, folks. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this, you should subscribe to the channel so you can hear more of these. And also, if you really enjoyed it, you should check out our Patreon page, patreon.com/humanechoes, where you can get these a whole week early and help us make cool stuff. We'll see you guys next time.
Bye.
Bye.